Buenos dias, boys and girls. How is everybody today?
Hola, niños. You look marvelous today. Simply marvelous.
Good morning, bozos. What's happening?
Bozos? Isn't that a bit rude?
Well, I was going to say good morning, bozonians, but I don't want to get stuck in a rut.
But you haven't been saying good morning, Bozonians, all that long. I thought you always said, good morning, Methodist, what's happening?
Well, I did, but I didn't want to get stuck in that rut either, so I changed. And I'm going to keep changing.
But what's wrong with a little stability and predictability? And just what exactly does getting stuck in a rut mean anyway?
Well, technically, the phrase is an idiomatic expression, a saying that comes from wagon train days, when the wagon trains were pulled by horses on muddy roads. Here, I'll show you. Lorenzo?
Oh, no, I'm not being a horse in your little demonstration.
Okay, then, you be the rut. Now, see, kids, let's say Barnabas and I are driving on this wagon train. Yes, yee-haw! Then we come to a muddy road and put Lorenzo down with his mouth open as the rut. And there we are, two big ruts, and once we're in, there's no getting out. You just have to follow it wherever it goes.
I think being a rut is worse than being a horse.
And boiler, stuck in a rut. But what the saying means nowadays is that sometimes you do things not because you want to, but because you've done them so often, you've worn grooves there and you keep doing them without even thinking about it, like a habit. Being stuck in a rut.
To tell you the truth, I don't want to make a habit of being the rut in your little demonstrations either. I don't like getting mud in my mouth.
And as it turns out, it's not just a colorful saying from the past. It's literally true in the present as well.
Huh?
The brain. When they scan brains these days, they're discovering actual neural ruts that are caused by the things we typically do, so that we keep thinking and doing them even when we don't think about it or want to keep doing them. Here, I'll show you. Lorenzo.
Not again.
Let's say this is your brain. Wait a minute. I'm not sure Lorenzo is the best one to demonstrate. Oh well. Let's say this is your brain, and you keep watching TV, even though it's nice outside and it's summer and you'd actually rather go outside and play. But there's this big rut. There's this big rut in your brain called watching TV. And here you go, outside to play. I'm going to go outside and play. But all of a sudden, even though I didn't want to, here I am again, watching TV.
Have you had a bird bath lately? You and your bad habits taste terrible. And I'm done being the rut.
But back to your original question, Barnabas, about stability, predictability, and change, our little demonstration. This demonstrates the importance of distinguishing between good habits and bad habits.
It does?
Sure, not all ruts are bad. Take this one. Let's say you're trying to get better at playing the piano.
It tickles.
See, that was a good habit. Both the habit of practicing every day and getting better and better by creating good ruts for your piano playing to work in.
I would like to get out of the rut of being the rut.
Well, I see, Father. But let's say that over here, there's another rut about maybe talking at school when you should be listening to your teacher. That one is a bad rut, a bad habit. And you can tell because that brain rut has bad breath. You. As a matter of fact, so did the good piano practicing rut. What kind of stinky cheese did you have for breakfast, Lorenzo?
How'd you guess?
Anyway, kids and adults, the moral of our little lesson is...
I know. Don't eat blue cheese for breakfast if there's any chance whatsoever your mouth will be used in a puppet demonstration for brain plasticity.
Right. And...
And be careful what you practice because that's what you'll get good at.
Right. So if you want to get weird like Barnabas, practice that. Or if you want to be helpful like Lorenzo, practice that. Or if you want to be like Jesus, then practice by worshiping God, by giving thanks for everything, by praying, by loving others, by being together like right here, right now, by laughing together and loving one another and saying that last line that we always say together, because it's a good habit, looking up to God with hope and saying, is this going to be another great day or what?
Quiet nights and quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, climbing hills where lovers go to watch the world below. Together we will live eternally in this mood of revelry, far from all the earthly cares around us. My life was dull each minute until I found you in it.